Look at a couple of these little things that came in from my last Bayou delivery. These are little 1984 Godzilla and t-shirt erasers. Godzilla came on a lot of little stationery like this, but this is the first time I've ever seen these. And speaking of Godzilla, I have these 3 stuffed toys from Banpresto. Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Mothra. And what drew me to these toys originally was that on their cards, there's 1990s Godzilla art used. And here's something cool. When you squeeze them, you hear the official roar. I found both of these at really good prices. What's your treasure gonna be? Sign up for a Bayou account using the link below. In 1994, the 2D fighting game Primal Rage took arcades by storm. I do love the game, but my memories of this franchise lean more on the overall marketing blitz it had. It came to like every home console ever made. It had some action figures, a board game, this projector thingy, and an arcade sequel, Primal Rage 2, was already in development and in the public eye. And it fleshed out the Primal Rage-averse. It even featured human fighters that act as avatars for the giant monsters, or the other way around. It's weird. It's weird. This avatar lore would all be explained in the novel Primal Rage: The Avatars. But before then, it would be touched on in a 4-issue comic series, Primal Rage, published by Sirius Entertainment. They published Poison Elves, Dawn, some noteworthy titties, but some noteworthy titles for sure, but not my first guess for who'd get the Primal Rage license. The Primal Rage logo looks awesome on a comic cover. And it has a big teaser for an exclusive preview of Primal Rage 2. If I knew this comic existed when it came out, I would have bought it hands down. The cover art is by Dark One. The story of the Primal Rage miniseries is by Chris Knowles. The art of just issue 1 is by Kevin MacLeod, the only human here with a colon. It's the grammatical joke. It starts with a brief recap of the general premise of Primal Rage. A meteor hits the planet, fucks everything up, and makes giant monsters pop up from under the earth. Humankind has fallen back into smaller tribal societies, each who worships a different monster like a god. The tribe here is praising Blizzard, who looks less like Blizzard in this series and more like a Hemsworth. The priest does a monster roll call, laying out who's considered good and who's evil. The priest has a vision of another tribe working with Armadon to mine metals, but they're attacked by Diablo. And also the tribe that worships Diablo. And so Rage. Fucking Diablo wins, and apparently kills Armadon and then starts eating his tribe. Nom nom nom. But magic is real in this world too, and the Armadon tribe uses it to make their god transport away to safety. Diablo just keeps snacking on his humans though. That's why he's my main. Gotta eat the sexy blonde going, aye! Later, the priest has another vision. This time Diablo is approaching Sauron. And that's where the issue ends. And it's fine, it's good. And at the back of the issue, as promised, is a very early look at Primal Rage 2, including some character concept art. Why is the text spaced like this, though? Why are they trying to trigger me? This is personal, this right here. These are the human avatars of monster gods from the first game, so if you ever looked at Vertigo and thought, yeah, but can I masturbate to it? Look, it's Slash Fang! This concept version is way different than what he'd eventually become. The text here teases that there will be more reveals in future issues of this miniseries, but it also mentions that Tom Artis will be taking over the art for the rest of the miniseries. The printing run of issue 2 was also smaller than the printing run of issue 1. And it gets even smaller for issues 3 and 4 as well. I'm getting ahead, but I just wanted to say that this is the first comic series I've ever seen where issue 1 is the least valuable issue. Oh, also, there's no more color. That one thing I said I liked about issue 1, yeah, it's gone. Issue 2 starts at the perspective of the Sauron tribe as a young boy warns them that Diablo is on the way. Everybody is sexy and beautiful now. Even this fucking kid, look at his left arm. Jesus, boy, get a girlfriend. Sauron comes out and look at him. Look at both of them, they look like metal. Diablo wins again, and look at that flex. The Dr. Fate tribe decides to join the Diablo tribe, but only after this weird scene where he forces the Diablo priest to kiss his feet? Okay. The Blizzard and Armadon tribes combine. Soldiers infiltrate the Diablo tribe while they're partying and committing sexual assault, I guess. They restore Armadon's throne, and the big dinosaur god eats whatever Diablo tribe are left. But then the Diablo tribe goes to the Vertigo tribe for help, and she throws herself at him, and he literally kicks her ass to get her away. I guess he'd rather kiss the feet of a guy. Oh. Ah! Vertigo and Diablo join forces, end of issue 2. No word or previews for Primal Rage 2 here. Issue 3 is marked as 1998. We start with the Talon tribe doing their thing, but then Vertigo appears. They do battle and Team Vertigo wins. Talon's tribe retreats, but they run into Diablo, but instead of attack them, he teleports away. But this is interesting. Blizzard and Armadon march on Chaos, and his tribe, which is said to still practice the witchcraft of the ancients, is all scientists and people that use our modern technology. And it's hilarious to me that they put actual scientists with the crazy god, the most chaotic one. That was a nice touch. Blizzard and Chaos fight, Blizzard's tribe wins, and then the Blizzard and Armadon tribe marches on Diablo. That's it for issue 3, and also no preview of Primal Rage 2 again. No, nothing. In issue 4, I'll just tell you right now, there's no preview of Primal Rage 2 in this one either. That game just quietly disappeared from the public conscious. Any kind of updates or merch after this and the novel just sort of stopped. Talon's tribe heals him and then warps him into the big battle about to start. Also, Sauron comes back to life just by sheer force of will. I'm dead serious. He willed himself back to life, and it took one text box to explain it. Even Chaos is being flown to the big fight via a jet. There's a lot of build-up to this final fight, but come on, man, somebody fart on somebody already. Finally, Blizzard and Diablo start trading blows. Not only does Blizzard win, but he defeats Diablo in front of all of the other guys. And it ends with Blizzard back on his throne, and the priest of his tribe just being like, good will always win over evil. Meh. 2 stars! I feel bad saying this because it was probably the right move for the company at the time, but these comics being in black and white does such a disservice to the Primal Rage brand that I'd argue is notable for its popping and often violent colors. Color matters even more when many of these characters have the exact same silhouette, just different color designs. This sometimes Game of Thrones-ish, sometimes Terry Gilliam's satire-ish approach has merit. But I think this compounds a lot of story into just 4 issues, and much of this story is told via exposition dumps to keep things moving. I bet this would have been a cool 12 to 24 issue series if they were going to do this epic scale approach. And again, this is probably nobody's direct fault, but it just shows, all of this shows in the end product, and of course it's gonna show. I enjoyed the novelty of this being a Primal Rage comic, but I can't say I enjoyed the comic itself, but you might. I haven't read the novel that came later, but I'm under the impression that the novel paints a bigger picture of the overall Primal Rage lore and connects better to the canceled video game story. The comic feels like an unfinished storyboard prototype for that story. I guess that in itself makes it pretty cool.